Good
morning.
morning. Good morning. It's Friday. This is beautiful.
Good
All
morning.
right, it's Friday.
Good morning, Ange. Ange, did you even go to sleep? Good morning, good
No.
morning, good morning.
Power came on at 12 o'clock
Good
last
morning,
night.
good morning.
Good morning. Good
Hey,
morning.
family.
It's
Hey, guys,
Friday,
it's
y'all.
Friday.
It's Friday. Good morning,
It's
everyone.
Friday. Let's
Friday.
go.
Good feeling Friday.
Good
I know
What's
morning,
up, Reggie?
everyone.
What's up,
Hey.
Zell?
Okay, all right. Wait a minute now. That's what I'm talking about. That was a good temperature check. Shout out to Naya. Naya, you brought that energy. Everybody else, you brought that energy. Shout out to you. I know Angela didn't get sleep. Power just coming back on. Sending you a lot of love. And you could be making up excuses right now. You could be like, I don't got the time. But look, time waits for nobody. Somebody put in the chat, time waits for nobody. Once again, y'all know how we like to start it off. We like to start it off with good energy, high energy, because every day is a good day for what? Let me know in the chat. Every day is a good day for what? Every day is a good day for a great day. So you have an opportunity to be better than you were a year ago, a month ago, a day ago, right? Like you have an opportunity because things probably didn't go the way that you planned it, right? Come on, how many of us know things don't go according to plan? Right, things don't go according to plan, right? You got this whole big vision about how things are gonna go down. You got your plan, you put it in place. You ready to make moves, and then bam, something new just happens and just changes everything. The truth of the matter is, it doesn't have to actually change much. It may give you a different path, but it doesn't have to change much. How many of you actually stumbled upon a new pathway to get to somewhere during your driving, or maybe you're walking, that you necessarily didn't see at first, but now, oh, that's the quicker way. Ooh, that's the better way. Ooh, that's less traffic. Ooh, but at first it was like, gee, I don't really want to take this detour, right? And I just want you to realize that happens sometimes in life where you might not want to take the detour, but the detour might be everything you need to get you where you need to be. So let's not be so uptight about how things are working out. Let's just make sure we work things out, right? If we change what we see, we change what we say. But if we change what we say, we start to change what we see. So it's all cyclical. It's all, when we talk about these dynamics, it has duality. So I really want to know in the chat, how many of you actually are excited to go out there and make more money or collect more cash? How many of you are excited for that? Me. Okay. All right. I love that. I want us to be in a presence, right? When I say a presence, I'm talking about the present moment. I'm talking about right now. Why? Why is the present moment the most spectacular place to be in? Especially my ladies. And ladies, come on, answer this question. Why is the present so important, so impactful? Go ahead. I really want to see it in the chat. Now is where it counts. Okay, Angela. Angela knows. That's why she up at 5 o'clock. She said, look, I'm gonna just stay up 2 more hours and get this thing done. Ooh, Sunshine, you do using the cheat codes. You got the cheat notes. Okay. All right. What else we got? Maybe I need to shout some of y'all out, because some of y'all acting like y'all tired. Naya hyped y'all up on the beginning, but now some of y'all act like y'all tired. What's going on? How are you feeling, Delisha? I see you. What's up? V, you always on. I need to hear from you, though. I need to hear from you. Shout out to you, V. All right. Well, shout out to Moya. Moya, what go on? Stacy, Jasmine, what's up? Reggie, what's going on? Zell, Mia, you got Rudy in the building. Jerry said, I ain't playing. I got the curls popping today. Okay. What's up, Brione? Everybody else, I got your camera on, but I'm gonna still shout you out. Legacy builder, you already know what it is. Jonna, how you feeling, Jonna? Christy, how you feeling, Christy? Jermaine, yeah, Francis, Devin, Vicky, you're always on, but you must be at work because I never see you, but you're always on. Shout out to you though, because that is still being consistent in at least one area. So shout out to you for that, because you definitely be on and doing things. So shout out to you. Kiana, who had a beautiful Queen Day the other day. Shout out to you, Kiana. You're always on. You're another one who camera's always off. You're probably at work, but you're highly engaged in the chat. So that's one way that you're actually still contributing. So even though, like, when we say something like, oh, turn your cameras on. This is the best way to get the value. Yes, it is. It is the best way to get the value. Sometimes you're just not in a position to do that. What I want us to do is create solutions over what? Excuses, right? So you may not be able to turn your camera on. That just may be a thing. But what else could you do? Maybe you could actually be engaged in the chat. Okay, so let's find ways to be resourceful. Drop the word resourceful in the chat. I'm going to make sure. Well, I'm going to, in this sense, attempt to use this whiteboard, because for the last 3 days it hasn't been connected to the internet for some reason. Because I'm traveling right now. But what I want you to do is, if one way is not working, you find another way. That's really how this entrepreneur game works. And it's not even really a game. That's just how life is. If one door is closed, there's another one open. So I don't want you to feel like just because your credit is not where it needs to be at, okay, cool. You can get a partner where their credit is at. When you got the plan, y'all put it together and you make magic happen. So this is why we always talk about strategic partnerships, because if something may not be available to you, that's just to you. It may be available to somebody else. All right, let's keep it going. Shout out to you, Tracy. Tracy be asking questions, making sure you're getting into it. Paul Conte, what's up, Paul? Who else? Milicia. Send some love to Milicia. She's been dealing with a lot, but she's still showing up. So shout out to everybody who's been dealing with things that could be easily an excuse for you to stop getting to where you want to be, but you're actually loving on yourself and choosing yourself and really putting yourself in a position of power. That's what we love. But you're also going to love that about yourself. So I asked the question. I said, how many of y'all are excited to get to the money, collect the money, make the money? Raise your virtual hand, 30 seconds or less. I need this to be interactive. This is not up for discussion. Pun intended, it's not up for discussion for you to choose today. You just want to participate. That's the choice today. Just participating today. All right. Raise your virtual hand, 30 seconds or less. And I want to know, why are you excited about making the money? Also about collecting the money. Also, in fact, I need everybody to raise your hand, because I want to go through an exercise with each and every one of you, and we need to get through this fast. So 30 seconds or less. Please don't feel offended by me. Hey, look, if you run out of time, you're gonna get the mute on. Okay, you're gonna have to mute you. It ain't me. I gave you the rules. All right, 30 seconds or less. All right. So some of you may be new to this, and some of you, just true to this. So let me see who hand is up first. Actually, Sunshine, you still here? Or Jasmine?
Yes, I'm here.
Oh, okay. Can you tell who's first so that way we can get the order?
Queen Angie, come talk to us, Queen.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Friday.
What's up? So you want to collect the money, collect the cash flow. Why?
Peace of mind. I shift gears, so peace of mind to know that it's flowing in as I'm continuing to work forward in different parts of my life, in different parts of my mentorship. So as it's coming in on a regular basis, what I was accustomed to, that was the gear that was shifted. It was different after I retired. So it definitely has to shift gears going back to where it was. It needs to be replenished.
Okay. I love what you're saying. I just think the direction could be tailored a little bit. Is that possible? Do you think it is possible for the direction to be tailored a little bit, like in what you're intending for?
Oh, sure.
Okay. So may I give you a consideration?
Absolutely.
And this goes for everybody as I'm speaking to Angela. I don't want us to look, in fact, I don't want to even start the conversation what I don't want, right? Put it this way. I would love for you to look forward. So it's not a matter of getting back to anything, because we can't. Like, the truth of the matter is we can't. So we're chasing an illusion. It's like a dog chasing his tail, a cat chasing his tail. You're never really going to get it. And if you do get it, you're going to realize you got yourself. So the joke is on you at the end of the day, right? We don't want to look back. We just want to look forward, right? And if we do look back, it's more like learning from the past type of thing. But the reason why we are operating in this present moment, as I mentioned before, is because this is the place that you get gifted with things. So it's not a matter of getting back to your old way. It's not a matter of getting back to your old self. It's a matter of getting to your desired outcome. Everybody write down in the chat, desired outcome.
I like that.
This is all about desired outcomes. what we call beautiful experiences, because your desired outcome most likely will be resulted in what we call a beautiful experience. Jasmine, are you able to get the timer? Can you get the timer? Because I'm gonna need the clock.
Oh God, the timer.
Yeah, you could do it.
Stand by, stand by.
All right, so I got one right here, but I need you to take it over. I can't run this at the same time. All right, cool. So we're gonna go to the next person, but I want to address Angela real quick. Angela, can you pitch to me what it is that you're out to accomplish, or what it is that you're out to help somebody do? So first of all, you got the systems, right? I'm quite sure you're probably one of the people who got the systems, but how are you helping individuals? So in 30 seconds or less, I want you to pitch to me. I want you to tell me exactly how you're going to help me, or just pretend I'm your target customer. Okay? 30 seconds. Ready? Let's go.
Good morning. Hey, I'm Angela Washington. I teach 8th graders. What am I saying? Graduates from high school and beyond, how to finance, manage, protect, and grow wealth to build your generations legacy, a legacy of wealth for generations.
Okay. Good.
Try
good.
it again. It was a mess.
No, it's good. I'll stop right there. How did you feel about that?
I felt anxious in the beginning, but I thought, wait a minute, you know what you want to say. It's definitely, I know my target. I know what I want to do. I need to slow down and look directly at you when I say it.
Okay.
But I felt I wanted to say it so many things too fast, and it all got like in a clump.
Okay. So I'm not going to give anybody any feedback. I'm going to let you give your own self feedback. And at the end, I give everybody feedback collectively. Okay. So I'm not going to give you any feedback other than good job, right? Good job. Can you send some love in the chat for Angela if you haven't already? Sunshine, can we call the next person up? Can we spotlight them, please? And then if you can, Jasmine, you can hit the timer. If you can't, let me know so I can do it.
No, it won't let me. I would have to log out and log into another account.
Okay. Got it.
But Christy's up next.
All right. Let's bring Christy up.
Great morning, Green Christy. Why your face like that?
It's
All right.
early.
So, Christy, you're excited to make money or collect cash flow. I want you to express why.
The reason I'm excited for cash flow is the freedom, security, and the ability to achieve my goals and my dreams.
Okay. That makes a lot of sense. All right. Once again, I'm not going to give you feedback until the end, but I just want you to be clear with this. So I want you to present to me, and let's be very clear. It's not just present to me what your idea is. I'm talking about exactly with this system that we're helping you create and utilize. I need you to pitch it to me, right? I'm your target client. What are you going to help me do? So I'm gonna put 30 seconds on the clock, and I'm gonna let you go, right?
Okay, so my name is Christy, and I run a program. It's called I Got You. And I have systems and programs that help others to streamline the process, provide structure, and deliver resources to help them achieve their goals easier and more efficient in less time.
Okay. I see where you went with that. Hold on. Let me just put this notification on. I see where you went with that. Good job. Good job. How did you think that you performed?
I think I performed well since I only had like two minutes to come up with something. So if I met someone, I had to come up with something right quick. Yeah, basically that would be the all in all of what the systems do that we provide as far as the credit repair and the sites that we're making right now.
Okay. Good job. Note for everybody. This should already be written down, right? We should already be writing this down. So make a note for yourself. Keep a database of pitches or keep a database of messaging, right? It's really messaging. That's what we're going to focus on, but it's really messaging. But keep a database of them, whether it's 30-second pitch, whether it's a minute pitch, whether it's 2 minutes, whether you're a speaker, you're doing 5, 10, telling your stories and expressing how you got to where you are. As a business owner or as somebody looking to create connections, these are things that you should already have. It's not something that you should have to make up. But the best part about it is that you already lived it, so it's easy to write. Some of us just get into our own heads. But all right, great job, great job. Somebody requested to record. Send that request back, and so I can accept it. All right, cool. Everybody send some love in the chat to Chris. You're gonna take like a couple more people. Who's up next?
Queen Zell, come talk to us, love.
Zell, I need a Zell. I heard you getting strategic partners. Give me a Zell, Zell. Send me something. Send me a little shop.
Unmute, Queen.
Good morning, kings and queens. How's everyone doing this morning?
Pretty well. Thank
Early
you.
Friday.
Thank you.
Okay.
So, for you, Zell, why are you excited to collect the cash flow? Why are you excited to make money?
Am I doing a pitch, what they're doing, or just why I'm excited?
I'm just asking you why why are you really excited to
I
or are you
am
excited? Maybe you're not excited.
Yeah. Who isn't excited to get money? But
Hmm.
anyway, I'm excited to receive money, to pass it on when I'm gone. I know that my family is taken care of. They don't have to work like
Okay.
I did those 30 years.
Okay. Real quick, side note, I don't know if anybody caught that, but the way that you said who isn't excited to get money, can you say that again?
Oh, I said, who isn't excited to get money?
Okay, see, your
Receive money.
tonality, did anybody hear the tonality is different? Did
I
anybody
did.
hear the tonality is different? Yes or no, real quick, before I move on.
Yeah.
We have to find our tone. So my tone is really like this. This is my real tone. But I don't want to talk to everybody like this on a call, put y'all to sleep. Maybe this might wake you up. But when you're talking to that person, or you're talking to your ideal prospect or client, customer, or even partner, you want to make sure that you're talking with the ideal tonality that matches your voice pattern, right? So Zell, your voice pattern is best served slow, like how you were saying it just a minute ago with who doesn't want to make money. To me, that's intriguing. I don't know. Maybe it was anybody else. Did anybody else see a difference, feel a difference in what she said when she first said it? Because the thing is, you want to be able to catch everybody with all of their senses, right? Signs and symbols rule the world, but also sounds do too. So yeah, you might have a great flyer. Yeah, you might have a great video. Yeah, you might have a great logo. Yeah, it might be popping colors that stand out to somebody and calls them in, but it's also the sonics to it, right? The sound, the tonality, how you're speaking. Because how many times do we listen to music, and in the music, you might not know the words or understand it fully, but it's the sound. So don't forget that part, the sound. So I just wanted to bring that up real fast, because that's something I probably wouldn't have touched on afterwards. All right, so you got 30 seconds on the clock. Give us your best pitch, your best messaging. How are you going to help me? And I'm your ideal client. 30 seconds on the clock. Ready?
Ready.
All right, let's get it.
Hi, I'm Zels from Zels Enterprise. Oh, shoot, you caught me off guard. Oh, dang.
Let's start it over. It's okay. It's okay. You got it. You got this. Let's get some encouragement in the chat. Let me get some encouragement in the chat. Get some visual encouragement. All right. So when you see that right there, you got this, Zell. You got it. All right. So run it back 30 seconds or less. Go ahead, Queen.
Hi, I'm Zels from Zels Enterprise. My goal is to help retired women to achieve their goals and to continue to live their life as if they was getting paid every week instead of once a month.
Okay. All right, good. How did you feel about that?
I feel good
Okay.
after I got my nerves up.
Yeah, that's gonna happen. You're always gonna get nerves. Yeah. It's always gonna happen. Nerves is a good thing. It shows that you're alive. So, all right, good job. I'm not gonna give you feedback on that. Wait to the end. I'll give everybody total feedback. So make sure you stick to the end and get the notes. Good job. Everybody send some love in the chat if you haven't already for Zell. Snap it up, clap it up for yourself, Zell. All right, who else do we got coming up? Let's get one more person.
We got Queen Bree. Come
Hey,
talk
good
to
morning,
us,
Pam.
Queen.
What's up, Bree?
How are you?
I'm doing well, and thanks for asking. Everybody, thanks for asking, by the way, whoever asked. Appreciate it. So for you, I want to know, why are you excited to collect cash flow to make money?
I'm excited because I can assist other business entrepreneurs. So Black business owners, even if they have a strong credit profile, half of them do not receive funding like their white counterparts. So as the start of Rhodium Credit Solutions, if you do not have an ideal credit profile, we're here to assist you with our free targeted AI software that can help turn your credit profile around. And that will assist you on the road to obtain the funding that you need to launch your business, grow your business, scale your business.
That wasn't bad at all. That I honestly thought you was answering the first question, then you went into the pitch, right? Which it kind of combined the two. It was really smooth, to be totally transparent, right? So how did you feel that you did just now? Just going right off the top.
I thought for the first pitch, it was okay. It did answer the question because that's why I am excited. I'm excited because, you know, I can talk about how it's going to help me personally, but we're talking about messaging for how it's going to help you. So the messaging is really about how I can add value to your life. And that's, you know, I'm going to benefit financially on the back end because we're offering a free service, but that's not really important to the person that's going to sign up. They want to know what kind of value I'm going to add to them. So I think from that perspective, it was a solid pitch.
Right. Great point. Great point. Because if I'm looking to get service, I'm looking to get service for me. I may not really care about exactly how long you've been in business. I may not. You can take off the timer. Thanks. I may not be thinking about it in that aspect, right? But the fact of the matter is, I wanted something done for me as the client, right, as the prospect, and you hit it on the head because this is not about you. Like, this isn't about you. So when you start to make it about the other person, it can naturally feel that way, right? Think about it this way. If I'm selling you, but in the back of my mind, all I care about is making the sale. That's the reason why I'm happy to collect cash flows, because now I get to take the money and I get to spend it on food. Then I'm going to be eager to just make the sale.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not really listening for the other person who that's what sales is. You have to listen and guide. Selling is listening and guide. The two most important skills that you're going to need to be successful are what? Put it in the chat, y'all. Put it in the chat. Let's not hold Bree hostage on here. Send some love to Bree. Thank you, Brioni. Appreciate you. So put it into the chat. The two most important skills. What are they? What are the two most important skills you need to be successful in business? Two most important. If you're disciplined and consistent, that's great. That's how you're going to get things done. But if you cannot sell, you don't make any sales. Sales breaks down to listening, guiding, leading, right? So then that gives you the other skill set, which is leadership. Leadership is decision making, right? Being a person that has discipline and consistency. So yes, without sales and leadership, you're most likely just going to be a person that is an employee, which is nothing wrong with that. It's just that you most likely won't get what you want. So here's the feedback for everybody in the messaging. The feedback, you should be excited to help that person. Why am I excited about cash flow? Why? Because that means that I'm providing so much value to others that they want to provide value to me. That has to be, that is the changer, right? The game changer is understanding that wealth, right, is spiritual. Somebody drop wealth is spiritual in the chat. Somebody drop wealth is spiritual in the chat. Oh, I think I could use my whiteboard today. Somebody drop wealth is spiritual in the chat. I love going over the foundational 5, but I also love going over that 4 levels of business. And I want to go over that real fast because this is the quickest way for you to realize that this is spiritual and this will give you the best outcome. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen. And y'all already know how this goes, but the more you hear it, the clearer it becomes. So when we talk about wealth is spiritual, right? And I'm saying to you that when you are excited, right, when it comes to making money or come to collecting cash flow, you should be excited about what you're doing. And the thing that you're doing is helping somebody. You're solving a problem. Which problem are you solving? It depends on your industry. It depends on your industry, but you're solving a problem. So when you are solving a problem, everybody should have notes, by the way. Everybody should have their MMA notes, Luhv Plus notes, whatever, how you want to categorize them or put them in folders, you should have your notes. So when we talk about it being spiritual, it just really is a spiritual thing. But I love breaking down this. And one of my mentors taught me this. This is Myron Golden. Some of y'all may know Myron Golden, and some of y'all probably don't. But Myron Golden is the one who taught me about these 4 levels. All right. So for those of you who do know, what is the first level? In fact, let's not even start at the bottom. I'm going to start at the top. Okay. What's the highest level of value? Let's start at the top. What's the highest level of value? Imagination, right? Imagination is the creation level. This is where you get paid to think, right? Thinking is higher on the spiritual realm than talking, right? Thinking is higher on the spiritual realm than talking. But talking is also important, right? So what do we also call talking? What's the third level? What's the third level? Communication. So the highest level of value is imagination. This is the creation level. This is where you get paid the most money, but you also have the most impact. This is also where you only spend 20% of your time working. Y'all know about the 80-20 rule, right? I broke that down a little bit in the past. The 80-20 rule is that 80% of your production is going to come from 20% of your work. So a lot of us are working so hard and we find ourselves getting the same results because we're not moving higher on the spiritual plane. Right? We're not moving higher on the spiritual plane. So communication is good, being able to speak it into existence. The world came into existence through sound, but how did you even get the sound? Like, how did God even have the sound? God must have had the thought first, right? So that the higher, the imagination is on a higher spiritual plane, So just think about this. Now, under communication is great. Communication is a tool that's used to portray an idea or to convey an idea or to paint a picture or to give somebody imagery. So let me just show you how important imagination is to you wired as a human. And I was talking to Sunshine on class yesterday and I asked her, I said, what comes to your mind when I say the word cat? Drop it in the chat. When I said the word cat, I'm saying it right now, cat, what comes to your mind? Somebody said catfish. Somebody said meow. Somebody said dog. Yeah, you just probably the rebellious person, right? If I say cat, you think a dog, you rebellious. I know what your teens was like. All right. So what was it? Was it words or was it images? Was it words or was it images? Drop it in the chat because it could be words for you. I'm gonna say it again. Cat. Is it words or is it images. Okay? So, for somebody it was words, for the most people it was images. Okay? Now, here's what I want to break down to you. When you're thinking about things, do you think in images or do you think in words? So for you, Tangela, if I said do a double crossover in and out, are you going to think about the words double crossover in and out, or are you going to actually think about that image? Which one? Let me know in the chat. Let me know. So the imagery, right? Imagery is paramount to anything else. This is why we get stuck with movies, and this is why we create scripts. So imagery creates the script. The script is just communication. So based upon what we've seen in our lives, we done created a script for ourselves. So understand this principle. Can I take us to the Church for Entrepreneurs, the Mosque for the Moguls? Can I take us to the Temple for the Triumphant? Can I shake and wake the neighbors up just a little bit? Can I take us to the Kingdom Hall for the Kings and Queens, please? Okay, so what we've seen has created what we say. So what we say now creates what we see. It's a cycle that we've been running into. How many of us know about this financial down cycle that we've been having as a community, right? Think about it. Whatever you've been seeing, you've been wanting. Whatever you've been wanting, you might think that you've been lacking. So the entire time of wanting, you've been lacking. This is why it's not where we want it to be, right? As far as our vision goes. But we're going to change that today, because now we're going to utilize it in the correct sequence. The sequence matters. Everybody put sequence matters in the chat. Sequence matters. When you come up and you give your pitch, I need you to be specific. But I also need you to be prolific and speak like a fifth grader, fourth grader. I mean, it just should be so easy that your kid understands it. When you come up and you speak with all these beautiful words and you just want to show off how intelligent you are, yeah, that's not really going to impact anybody. It might impress somebody, but it's not going to impact them. But if you impact them, you impress them. Wait a minute, hold up. He's saying something that I might not be clicking. I said it's the order in which you do things, in order in which you say things that allow you to get a result. That's what I'm saying to you right now. The order in which you do things allows your result. So the result that you got that you may not like is probably coming from the order in which you do things. So I asked Sunshine, I said, and if Tamoa was on there too, and I asked her, I said, let me give you these two sentences. And this is what one of my mentors told me. He said, let me give it to you this way. What would you respond? Let me know in the chat, y'all, what would y'all respond to? If I say the dog bit Johnny, what would the answers be in the chat? If I say the dog bit Johnny, what would your answer be or response be? Maybe we all know Johnny. Johnny's a dear friend. Johnny is somebody that's cool to us, right? But let me know in the chat. Everybody put your answer in the chat, but make it fast, make it fast. Is he hurt? Is he okay? Is he okay? Is he okay? Are y'all seeing a trend? Are y'all seeing a trend? Is he okay? Are y'all seeing a trend? Let me know if y'all see a trend. Where that dog at? Kiana about to run from the dog. She ain't playing around with that dog. I said cat. She thought about the dog. She's scared already. Like, she ain't playing. What did Johnny do? Like, yeah, see, legacy builder just rebellious. She want to know what Johnny did to get bit. Like, all right, I got you. I got you. So now let's put the order, the same exact words, but let's put it in a different order. Johnny bit the dog. The same exact words. Johnny bit the dog. What's your response now? Kiana, you saying yuck, but you eating chicken wings. What you talking about? What you talking about? You say what? Fried chicken, fried dog arm ain't good enough for you? Got oxtail. What about dog tail? No, I'm joking. I ain't trying to make y'all, stomach hurt for breakfast. All right, I ain't trying to make your stomach hurt for breakfast. But what I'm saying is, just changing the order of words. Look what it did to the chat. Changing the order of words. So the way that you speak, most of you are actually telling your prospects not to buy from you. The order in which you say things are making your prospects run away. The order in which you're saying things is making you have less confidence. The order in which you are doing things are making you feel like you don't know what's going on. And it may not be you. It just may be somebody you know, but you can start to catch up on what I'm saying. So imagination and communication is top two. that because it's a higher spiritual thing, because the imagination is what's creating what you're saying and therefore creating your life. That's why it's so powerful. So if you have an idea of how to solve someone's problem, and literally when you first pitch, right? When you first pitch, what's happening to the other person? They're building up what we call an idea, and they haven't even used the product yet. And you know this, right? From your own self. You haven't even used the product, but it's inside your mind of what it could possibly do for you, and already is making your life better. That's why you dig in your pocket, or you take your wallet, or you take your phone, or you send cash over to get exchanged for what it is that you're receiving from passing up the money. Same thing with gas, right? Gas, randomly gas don't mean nothing to you. Just randomly gas doesn't mean anything to you. But when you put it in a certain order where you got to drive a car, and then you got to take that car and go to work, it changes how you relate to what it is that's in front of you. So your messaging could be as simple as a plastic spoon. You're selling plastic spoons. But if you're selling plastic spoons to somebody on the street, you might not be as good as selling plastic spoons to restaurants. Not maybe like I would say, yeah, restaurant for takeout, right? You might win better at selling plastic spoons to restaurants versus selling it to random people. So it's also about the messaging and who we're delivering it to. So now let's keep going down on this road here. So communication, you still get a lot of impact, you still get a lot of money, but it's a little bit less impact than the imagination, the person who created the idea, and it's a little bit less income. But you still get 80% of your time to enjoy your life, right? Because what you could do with communication is you could communicate what? To someone else to unify people. So you can communicate an idea that unifies people, that they go out and do the work, right? So in other words, we call those managers. So you might be a manager at work, and the lowest level of value is implementation, right? And implementation is the lowest level of value. And yes, it's okay for us to work at these levels, but this is why we say a job is a stepping stone. You see the steps, right? See the steps? The job is a stepping stone. You ever seen somebody get high before? You probably gotten high before. You don't want to tell nobody, but hey, look, it's okay. Everybody got their vices. Everybody got things that they do. Listen, I'll tell you right now, you know what stone is, all right? And when you stay stone, you stay put. So if you stay at the job too long, you are stone. You are at a stepping stone, right? But when you stay stone, you get stepped upon. So now there's other people taking these steps right on over you. And you wonder why these new people coming and getting hired. You wonder why these other people come across the water and get your job. You wonder why these things are happening because you're so concerned.
Okay, so it's not just me.
Somebody was throwing stones. That's what happened.
Okay, because my Wi-Fi been acting up, so I was like, oh, here we go again. I thought it was just me. Right, y'all. Yeah, there's a lot of stoning going on. So I'm quite sure our Mindset Mogul will be back shortly, y'all. But listen, y'all get the gist of what he's talking about, right? I don't know nothing about y'all being stoned and who doing what. You know, we're gonna close that door until he get back. But did y'all all write down those steps? Because I sure do hope that everybody in here by this time has written down these 4 levels. Please tell me everybody has it written down. If not, please write it down now if you don't know it. If you don't know it, is there anybody that does not have that written down? Because I think I have it in my notes probably about 11 times. So it's important that we know these steps though. And I'm not sure exactly where the rest of the lesson is going because our mindset mogul is one of a kind. Anytime we start asking questions about Johnny biting dogs, this is a next level type stuff. So I can't even fill in these shoes right now with him because he just be on next levels with this stuff. But there's only one mindset mogul in here. But at the end of the day, it's all about your mindset and where we are or where we need to be when it comes to making more money, right, y'all? Because that's what Tuesday and Thursday has been all about. It's been all about giving you every possible way to get that cash flow. Does anybody here have any excuses? I need y'all to drop no excuses in the chat. Drop no excuses in the chat until our mindset mogul gets back. Oh, we back. Implementation, baby.
Yeah, Sunshine, you can hear me, right?
Sure can.
All right, cool. Thank you, y'all. Thank you for your patience. Let's get right back into it. Thank you, Sunshine, for stepping in and making sure everybody getting that love. I appreciate each and every one of you. Just newsflash, make sure your devices are charged up, okay? Because Big Krusky over here ain't do that there. Now look what happened, all right? So, just make sure you got your things charged up. All right, so let's get back charged up. Put that battery in my pack, Jazz. Go ahead, drop those battery emojis. Let me get hyped again. So when we talk about the stepping stone, right? That's what we were on, right? The stepping stone. How many of y'all feel tired at being at work? How many of you feel like, damn, you've been doing a lot? Put a 1 in the chat, or put that's me in the chat. Put Yana in the chat. How many of you feel like you've been overworked and underpaid? How many feel like you need a change, but damn, you so caught up like in this world that you got all of these bills, so you just can't change it right now. You can't take the risk to stop what's going on. So this is where we're talking about being stoned and being stepped upon, right? If you stay stoned, you get stepped upon. Job is a stepping stone. Everybody knows this. But it's unfortunate that we got some people who are like 60, 70, 50 who work jobs that teenagers would have, like cashier at the local store, right? Like, it's unfortunate. In some of these situations, when I go and see this is what makes me come up with some of these ideas like, okay, how can I get them to see that what they're doing is only based upon what they know, but if they learn something new, they can start doing something differently. All right. So I want this to be you right now. If you may be well off, you may be good, but you just probably want to get a couple extra $100 or maybe $1,000 extra a month, just some type of extra breathing room, right? It's probably you. But if you are in this implementation level, I would love for you to be cautious. So that's why I'm using the color yellow. I want you to be cautious because staying here does what to your imagination? Staying here does what to your imagination? Drop it in the chat. You start to lose your imagination. You start to feel like, damn, I can't really communicate. And then when it's time for you to do something where it's like, all right, you could become an entrepreneur and save yourself and put yourself in a position for success with your family financially, you get confused about how to organize it. Let me know if that's you right now. Let me know, be honest in the chat. If you're at this point where it's like, damn, I know I got all these resources, but I really just don't even know what to do with them all. I'm not that good with unifying people. I can't really connect to others. And okay, cool. What you thought that was holding you back in the past is now going to be something that's going to set you free in the future. So one of the things I want y'all to realize when it comes to your pitching, right? And this communication thing is very important. The more you get to know about yourself, the more you get to know about someone else. Because I know we're all different, but we're more alike than we are different. So what I'm saying to you is this: the voids that you had in the past now becomes the things that you desire. The voids, the things that you lacked in the past becomes the thing that you desire. So if you're asking questions, you're communicating to your prospect and you're asking questions, instead of just taking orders, you're asking questions, they reveal their pain to you. And in the pain is a problem, but it also has the solution, which the solution is the power. So this is when we talk about turning your pain into power, it's really listening. When I say I'm a motivated listener, that's because I've been trained to listen what somebody truly wants. So I'm listening to everybody, and I hear that you want community. I hear that you want money. I hear that you want to have this audacious dream and reality where your imagination could take you to having your own yacht, or maybe you got a condo, or maybe you just got family legacy in a trust. Like maybe it's you just got wealth stacked away in the trust. Maybe that's just you. But I do know that you cannot skip any of these steps to get here. So I'm hearing it, and I'm going to communicate an idea to you that allows you to be able to say, I'm going to have the tools to unify whoever I need to communicate an idea, so that way I can use the imagination to create the situation that changes my life for future generations. This is what we want you to think about when we have these steps here, right? So the next level, if you're at the implementation level, you must now see unification, unifying, and communing as necessary to see your image. Wait a minute, did y'all hear what I said? So if drop your dream city in the chat. Drop your dream city in the chat. Like, where do you want to live? In fact, I really want us to be owners of the city, because there's actually people who own the city. Like we were about owning a single piece of property. There's people who own the city. But can you even fathom that though? Like, is that even in your imagination? But that's how I need us to think right now. I need us to think so higher than what we would normally think. I need us to think so higher, like literally be higher than ever before. The reason why God's point of view is the best point of view, because God is the highest point. So it must mean something vertically. It must mean something to do something vertically. It must mean something to live at the top of the building, at the penthouse looking out. It must mean something. So high means something. What does high mean, right? And I'm not talking about that other high, past that. I ain't talking about that type of high. What I'm saying is, if your imagination goes higher, the more you can acquire. You're in the business of acquisition. So if you're in the business of acquisition, this is you, this is your image. You got this grand old imagination of where you want to be on top of the world, and you want to be a mailbox millionaire, right? Double M's, you want to be the mailbox millionaire. Then guess what? As a mailbox millionaire, you got to start to communicate your ideas. You have to start to communicate them to people who can unify. And in fact, you probably going to need to have all of these skills first, right? So this is how it works. So the implementation right now, you're going to utilize your job. You're going to utilize the place that you're at right now, but you have to start speaking, and you have to start enrolling people into your ideas of what's possible. But if you don't have your imagination, you're not going to believe in what's actually possible. So now when we say imagination is the highest level of value, why would that be? So when you look at Netflix, right, and you look at Uber, think about it. The lowest level of value on an Uber is what? Like what? According to this list, the person who implements the idea. So the person who created Uber, we already know that person mailbox millionaire, right? Person who created Uber. But the person who is implementing the idea, what's their role? What's their job? That person is the person that's delivering the groceries, delivering or driving the car, picking the passengers up, right? But there's somebody who communicated an idea that says, okay, what if we took the cab taxi service and we innovated it? We renovated, innovated, and then collaborated. So the collaboration is very important. Like, you're in the business of acquisition. So you have to acquire people. That's what this is. So if you are at the implementation stage, you've been acquired by somebody. That's why they pay you a salary. But a salary has a cap. So what you could potentially do is cap. But also nowadays, what does cap stand for? So you believe that you're going to get to this mailbox millionaire status only using this level. That's cap. Somebody drop that cap in the chat. Somebody drop that cap in the chat. If you believe that you're going to get to the imagination level where you have money and people that work for you, and you're making money on time, overtime, and you're only at the implementation level, trust me, it's not going to happen. Just give up. Just give up now. It's not going to happen. So in essence, you're in the business of acquisition, right? So you need to acquire people that you can unify. That's what sales is. Sales is building a powerful relationship with someone, and you're giving them something that they want, that they can use to enhance their lives. So when you're selling and you're having your messaging, right? So you're in the business of acquiring messages. So you need to now write down as many messages as possible so you can acquire more messaging. So what did we say already? You are in a business of acquiring people, acquiring skills, right? Now acquiring messaging. Why? Because the messaging is what allows the person to be unified in the first place, to allow them to implement the idea. Okay, what am I saying again? So Netflix, right? Their communication, their message is purchase, not purchase. They would say watch. They would say watch all of your favorite TV shows and movies in one place on demand for one low rate. So let me run it back. Watch all of your favorite TV shows and movies in one location or one place on demand at one low rate. When they communicate that idea to people, people go, wow, I think I want to watch all my favorite TV shows and movies in one place on demand for one low rate. And then guess what? Now they're watching. How many of y'all got Netflix, Disney? Y'all could probably say, I don't got Netflix, but you probably got one of those subscriptions. You probably got Hulu. You probably got Stars. I know y'all love watching Power. You probably watched it already at 12 a.m. or something last night or whatever. I don't know if that's how it works, but somebody told me it comes out Friday. Today's Friday. So you probably already did that, right? You're probably already implementing their idea. The problem with that, if you're so busy implementing someone else's, who's implementing yours? Who is implementing yours? So regardless of whether you like it or not, you must now be in the business of acquiring people to unify them, to do one thing, to bring them together, to do something. What is the thing that you're bringing them to do? You're bringing them together to repair their credit so that way they can buy the house that they want, get the car that they need, live the life that they truly want to have. What is it that you're doing? Get the loan so that the kids can go to school. What is it? Right? So you need to communicate the idea. Whether you like it or not, you have to communicate your messaging. So earlier today, when we had you communicate your message, this is what is going to empower you. When you are communicating, right? You're building with others, you're creating something, and that's what a human does. A human creates, but without your imagination, you cannot create anything that would change your situation. You have to do these steps. So just look at it like all you gotta do is look at it this way, right? I want to get to this level of life. I can do it in these 3 steps. I need to first unify people to do something. I need to have great messaging behind it, but I also need to have a bigger imagination behind it. How big can I take this? How big can I say? So you have to see yourself. That's why I always ask you, how much do you want to collect? How much money do you want to collect? Because I want you to see it repetitively over time. Just understanding that this is what is going to manifest in your life. And the more that you see it, the more that is likely to appear to you. So when you're having this imagery, you're having this communication, you're having this unification, you want to put people and processes in place to implement. So you must hire staff. Like, I know it may seem like you're going to cost you money, but it's going to bring you back way more, because you finally have somebody that can duplicate you, or that can do things you can't do, or just multiply your efforts. And that is going to get you to another level of value. So all in all, for today's lesson, I want you all to walk away with this, having a higher vision of what it is that you want to see for yourself. Let's eliminate the fear around speaking about it. We have to speak about it. There's no way around it. We must speak about it. We must communicate. So you have to write this communication down. You must practice communicating. So next week, you're going to do Pitch and Perfection Challenge. Everybody this week should have been doing business execution. I didn't see that. So if you didn't start your business execution challenge, start it today. If it runs into your Pitch and Perfection Challenge next week, so be it. Do both, and it's going to give you a great value. But without execution, you're not going to get anything. But it's the communication, right? It's the confidence that creates the execution. So when you see that, okay, it's just 4 steps. It's really 4 steps. I'm already at 1, so it's just 3 steps. So, okay, cool. It's easier for you to realize that you're closer to your dreams than you ever imagined. you're closer to your reality than what you really believe. But if you change what you say, you will change what you see. And if you change what you see, you start changing what you say. So please understand that you are already a mailbox millionaire, but you have to have discipline and consistency. You are already a mailbox millionaire, but you need to have the two most important skills, sales and leadership. It's okay. Discipline and consistency, being able to lead and guide. This is your new reality. See difficulty differently so something new can show up for you. All right. So if that was helpful in any way, let me know. Next week, most likely I'm going to go over how to get $1 million fast and just the ways to $1 million. I'll break all of this down right here. And it'll be a good lesson. But y'all let me know, how was that for you? Was that helpful or not? Right. Sunshine, you can take it away. Yup, first of all, let's come off of mute. First, come off of mute, snap it up, clap it up for yourselves, because you could be anywhere, but you're here locked in with us. And we appreciate you. We're proud of you. So snap it up, clap it up for yourself. So let's get everybody on mute.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mindset.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone.
That's great.
Thank you all for appearing, showing up this morning.
Thank you.
Hey, Stacy.
Friday.
Hi, Stacy.
Right. Shout
Hey,
out to you.
Good morning, Dale.
Have a great day, everybody.
Good morning.
Have a great day.
So Sunshine, close us out, Sunshine.
Right, y'all. Let me unmute again. It is the opportunity for us to do what? Go make more cash. That is how the King started it out. He talked to us about going to make more cash. And in class this past week, everything has been about cash flow. Our mindset mogul told us the one thing we can't do is go back to anything. And is any of us really looking to go back to anything? Today is a new day. I want you to drop today is a new day in the chat. He also talked to us about how excited we need to be for what we are offering others, how we will help others. It's all about selling ourselves. We are providing a service to help solve other people's problems, and it's going to bring in the cash flow because of what our impact. It's all about the impact. Drop impact in the chat, y'all. Our mindset mogul let us know that what wealth is what? Put it in the chat. Wealth is, put it in the chat. What is wealth? There you go. And as the King, may he forever rest in peace, Biggie would say, if you don't know, now you know. Okay, listen, always walk in your light. Always stay on the positive side of everything. Make sure that everything you're doing it with a pure, clean heart. The game we was given this past week is literally all about cash flow. And if you really think about it, so much of it can be done passively, which means that you could still be working on those big bags in the area that you want to. But please, I need enough of us to stop being all over the place. Stop changing lanes without your signal on. Stay in your niche. Stay in your lane. Drop stay in your lane in the chat. Implementation, unification, communication, and imagination. Let's go back to the childhood-like state that we used to be in, and all we did was imagine. When we were kids, all we did was dream about what our future could be. Well, why did that stop? We should still be in a state of imagining the life that we could provide, not just today, but for our future. Keep going and understand, like, listen, this today right now is your next level. It's not tomorrow. It's not next week. It all starts today. Put today in the chat, y'all. Drop it in the chat. I'm excited. I'm excited for a lot of different things that's going on. And a lot of us have a lot of different things going on. But at the end of the day, don't you dare stop showing up. Understand, for those of you that are working your 9 to 5, that job is just a stepping stone on where you truly are looking to be in your life. All you have to do is make sure that you show up. I want everybody to go out here and not just have an amazing weekend, but have a cash flowing weekend. And we will see you same time, same place on Monday at 8:30 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. You do have your workflow at 1 p.m. And then you also have them Sunshine Sundays. And what I'm gonna tell y'all about that is I want to hear about those must-do lists. For those that are there, y'all better get them ready. I'm giving you the heads up right now. We're dealing with not to-dos, but must-dos. I love y'all to life. Y'all have an amazing weekend. And it's always a great day in MMA, y'all. Stay blessed. Stay blessed, everybody. Have an amazing day. Have a great weekend. Love y'all to life.
No affirmations?
Have a great weekend, y'all.
Affirm us out. We don't usually affirm out in the accountability calls, but every day is a great day in MMA. So come on, King Freddy, let's go.
All right, y'all ready?
Always.
Hold on. Let everybody get off mute.
No, we off.
No, Zell, you always off.
I didn't know you can do it on
Nah, it's cool.
I mean accountability call.
Nah, it's cool. It's on your spirit. We're gonna do these. Affirm us out, King.
All right. I am capable.
I am capable.
I am
capable.
I didn't hear that one.
I am resilient.
I am resilient.
I am worthy of success.
I am
worthy of success.
Mailbox millionaire.
I'm
a mailbox
millionaire. Let's go.
Let's get it.
Have a blessed weekend, everybody.
Let's get it.
Don't fold
Great day.
Friday.
1
Full
p.m.
Friday.
Let's
go.
Happy.
V,
Weekend.
Let's get
Angie.
it. Have a blessed one. Friday.
Moya.
Ready, so you ain't got to
You're beautiful.
talk to you later.
Get it. See y'all.